we are at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum with two-time Brickyard 400 winner Dale Jarrett. Dale, Louis Meyer started the tradition of drinking the bottle of milk in Victory Lane when he won the Indianapolis 500 as a driver in the 1930s. You have your own unique tradition here that other drivers that win other races at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway do to this day, and that's kissing the bricks. How does it feel to know that you were a trendsetter on what has become an Indianapolis Motor Speedway tradition?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to think back that that day in 1996 that Todd Parrott, my crew chief, and I had talked about a plan in case we were able to win the Brickyard 400, that we wanted to do something a little bit different, and we let our crew out after we'd finished the Victory Lane ceremonies and took them to the start-finish line to the yard of bricks there, and Todd and I knelt down and first just our picture of kissing brick. We hadn't even told Robert and Doug Yates that we were going to do this, much less anybody else, so they were all surprised when it happened, but we had no idea that it would be something that would catch on, and that every winner of every race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway now is taking that opportunity to go kiss the bricks. It's something that's talked about, fans love to do it, so pretty incredible to think that you started something that's going to continue on in history.
Would you have preferred to have kept that as a NASCAR tradition for the Brickyard winner? After all, they don't give you the wreath and the bottle of milk when you win the Brickyard 400 like they do the Indianapolis 500 winner.
Well, it might have been nice, and I think that we weren't even sure that it would continue in 1997 that somebody would do it, but it has caught on. But I think that it's even more special and means even more to myself and to Todd and everyone at the Yates organization that we literally started something that everybody has embraced, regardless of who it is. So, no, I think that it's outstanding that because we're all celebrating the fact whenever you're a winner at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, now we're celebrating the fact that that yard of bricks is where it all started, and having the opportunity to run and win is just a great honor.
You were a three-time Daytona 500 winner, a NASCAR Cup champion, and a two-time winner of the Brickyard 400. So how do you compare all of those accomplishments? Because they are unique to themselves. Yeah,
they are unique to themselves, and obviously the championship is in a league of its own, because that's a full year of putting everything together. And then you think about the Daytona 500s, and each one meant a little something different. The first one came early on in my career, just my second win, and then the others meant even more because the one in 2000 followed up our championship season. So those things, and never really had any idea I would ever get to race at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway because I wasn't an open wheel guy. So those wins mean as much to me in that way because I was the history of this facility and what it means, and arguably the greatest racetrack in the entire world, and so to have that opportunity. So yeah, to rank one above the other is difficult, but when you put them all together, it makes for a pretty special career.
And of course, you're a North Carolina guy, raised basically in NASCAR because of your father, Ned Jarrett, was a two-time Cup champion. But back then, what did people in NASCAR think of the Indianapolis 500? Because it was a special auto race, but it wasn't, a NASCAR race. It was just different.
It was different, but it was a spectacle, which it still is. And, it may be the most famous race in the world. And it doesn't matter if you're a NASCAR and stock car fan or you grew up around dirt tracks and had nothing to do with the Indy cars. The Indianapolis 500 is an event within itself. And, I know my dad used to take me to watch it on closed circuit TV in Charlotte. And so that's how big the race was. You appreciate the drivers and the efforts that are made to try to win at this hallowed ground.
And of course, when you look at all the names and the cars that are here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum, just as a car guy, you got to get excited.
Oh, it's unbelievable what you see when you come here and the history that is here. There is no more special place.
And finally, Autoweek being an automotive publication, you used to be a car dealer. I'm sure there was plenty of copies in the lobby. But now that you've gotten out of the car dealership business, what are some of your favorite cars that you like to drive?
Well, I don't have many left. I got rid of a lot of things, but what I drive around is a Range Rover from Rick Hendrick there in Charlotte, and enjoy that. But I still have the two pace cars, actually, from the two wins here at the Brickyard. So those are very special to me. And The one thing that I had from my championship year was a Jaguar that Ford Motor Company gave me for winning the championship. So just those things, and don't drive many race cars anymore, but I do love the vehicles, and the modern vehicle of today are just incredible what all's in them. They drive great, they go fast, but yet they're so very versatile with what you have inside.
Okay, two-time Brickyard 400 winner Dale Jarrett, thank you for joining us today at Autoweek.
Absolutely.